Trump administration freezes $2.2 billion in federal funding after Harvard rejects demands. Harvard University has taken a firm stand against the Trump administration's unprecedented demands to overhaul its hiring, admissions, and governance policies, resulting in the federal government freezing more than $2.2 billion in grants and contracts. The confrontation marks a significant escalation in tensions between the administration and one of the nation's most prestigious private universities. The Trump administration announced on April 14, 2025, that it would freeze $2.2 billion in multi-year federal grants and an additional $60 million in contracts to Harvard, after the university refused to comply with demands to change its policies on diversity, admissions, and faculty hiring. Harvard President Alan Garber sent a letter to the university community, stating that the institution would not surrender its independence or constitutional rights by acquiescing to government dictates on what it can teach, whom it can admit or hire, and which areas of study it can pursue. The administration's demands included eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs, screening international students for alleged support of terrorism or anti-Semitism, enforcing viewpoint diversity in hiring, disciplining students involved in pro-Palestinian protests, and restructuring university governance. Harvard's faculty and legal teams have strongly opposed the demands, with over 800 faculty members signing a letter condemning the administration's actions as anti-democratic. A lawsuit was filed to prevent the government from cutting off federal funding, arguing the demands violate academic freedom and constitutional protections. The $2.2 billion freeze is part of a broader $9 billion in federal funding at risk, which includes research support and future commitments to Harvard and affiliated hospitals such as Massachusetts General and Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. The Trump administration framed its demands as necessary to combat anti-Semitism and ensure compliance with civil rights laws, asserting that federal taxpayer dollars should not support institutions that tolerate dangerous racial or racially motivated violence. Harvard highlighted that it has already taken significant steps over the past 15 months to address anti-Semitism, improve campus security, and promote ideological diversity, criticizing the administration for ignoring these efforts and imposing unlawful controls. Harvard's defiance sets a precedent for other universities facing similar federal pressures. While some institutions, like Columbia University, have complied with administration demands to avoid funding cuts, Harvard's stance signals a growing resistance to government overreach in academic affairs. The funding freeze has drawn sharp reactions from politicians and academics,